Right now on the phone, we have Glen Corbett, who is an expert when it comes to high elevation rescues. Glen, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
So are you watching what we're watching right now? Do you understand the situation at hand?
Yeah, I do. I've been watching it, I guess, like a lot of New Yorkers for quite a while now, and seeing this unfold.
And talk to me a little bit about, from an expert's point of view, how is this unfolding tactically? These officers on the ladders trying to negotiate with this woman. How do you tackle something of this magnitude when you're in a precarious situation as the expert on the scene?
Yeah, so actually my background's in firefighting and fire protection, but the same equipment and techniques they're deploying here are the ones that we use in the fire service. So, of course, you know, this is a negotiation and part tactics, as you said, trying to coax her to come down. But the most important thing is the safety not only of this woman but also of the rescuers and things, because this is a precarious situation, and you can see on your video the police officers up on the ladders apparently trying to talk her down, but you also specifically notice the ropes and the equipment that they're using to secure themselves so that they don't fall. If for example, you know, something happens, that they end up in perhaps a struggle with the woman, or they fall off the ladder, whatever, they're secured with a rope on the side of the statue.
I would imagine at this, we estimated about 150 feet above ground. At least that's what the distance of the pedestal is. Is there any ability, certainly you would think there would be in a suicide situation, which this doesn't appear to be, but is there any ability to put a netting around there and then perhaps make your move? Is that always out of the question, only if she becomes a threat to herself or other people?
Yeah, I think it's an issue of time and the ability to do that. I mean, that walkway is fairly narrow, and you know, getting equipment up there isn't probably the easiest thing to do. So I think they're going to try to, again, try to work with her and try to, at some point, I mean, she's gonna, and it'll end up being too hot for her, or she's gonna run out of water or whatever, and then she may be more inclined to want to come down. So I don't think they're going to try to do anything else. I mean, the ESU police in the city do have the ability to deploy these large, basically large balloons, if you want to call them that, or inflatables at the base of buildings when they have a threatened jumper, for example, and things like that. But this is an unusual situation because with all these setbacks and offsets and things, it's really not conducive to do that. So I think they're doing what they can do right now with the again, with themselves secured to the statue with the ropes, so that if something, again, if they start to fall, if they're struggling with her or they slip or whatever, that they're not going to go very far, basically. And that's pretty standard procedure.
Talk to us a little bit about their agility right now. We see her, she keeps moving around on this pedestal. She obviously is not anchored to anything. And at one point, she was right in front of them. It looked like they were having a good conversation face to face. And then she moved over, and now she's sort of under Lady Liberty's foot, which is nowhere near these officers. But if these ladders are there, I mean, they probably don't have much ability to move around. Is that correct?
Well, they do. I mean, those are portable ladders that were carried up to that level. You know, if they want, I would imagine they're probably not putting up lots of them and keep moving them and stuff, because at some point you end up, you know, you can end up threatening the woman that way, not directly, but you can end up scaring this woman and stuff, right, where she started to run and maybe fall, basically.
Okay. All right, Glen Corbett, stick with us, because we're going to stick with this coverage of a woman who is apparently sitting at the base of the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty right now, and it appears that negotiators haven't made much progress in getting her down.
We'll be right back after a quick break.